Alright, we're recording. Here we go. Aiden, are you ready to go down the rabbit hole?
I am ready to go down the rabbit hole.
Me too. I got my notebook. I got my freaking notebook. I got my split screen. And it is down the rabbit hole! Let's go. I'm going down the rabbit hole of Snow White. Are you ready for Snow White?
Alright, who is this Snow White?
We don't know. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's asking for my age verification. Yes, I am over 18 years of age. Why do you want to know so badly, Mr. Government? Alright. So, let me try and just adjust this a little bit. Because, oh shoot, can they just collapse? I thought having it split screen was going to be easier. It's not working out for my benefit, because right now where I'm at with the split screen is it's keeping me from you know, remember how I told you that the pages show up on one side and then on the other side you'll actually have the document? It's not working. So I'm just gonna go with not split screen, because I cannot figure out how to minimize the page. It'll show, oh wait, nope, got it. Alright, so here we go. I am going to minimize again so that way I can get going. I didn't realize how much of a problem that was going to end up being. But I want a split screen so that way I can put notes in an actual Word document and then go ahead and not have to worry about copy and pasting or just writing notes the whole time. I can write notes, but it's easier to copy and paste. So here we go. This is the first this is the full-on first mention of Snow White that pops up when you put in Snow White into the Epstein files. So this is file EFTA 018155151. So here's what it says. Okay, Brett Ratner is going to film a big movie, Snow White. I would love to take photos of you in a Snow White costume if you can get it from the costume store. That is from Jeffrey Epstein to somebody else who's redacted. It says, got feedback from audition. Students want to film me. We'll call you tomorrow. Oh, still in Hamptons. Miss you. Sent via BlackBerry from T-Mobile. And this is back in 2010. So this definitely has nothing to do with the freaking Snow White movie that came out with Rachel Ziegler. This is someone else. Yeah, so whoever it is somebody else, not Rachel Ziegler. But it is interesting.
Brandon, I don't think I'd want to watch that movie because she's not young enough.
Yeah, you mean old enough? Who are you talking about? The person in this, or are you talking about Rachel?
I'm talking about Rachel Ziegler.
Actually, so someone.
More accurate.
So someone actually, they modeled the original Snow White off of a 14-year-old, but that does not mean that she's actually 14. It's just that's the age that they gave Rachel Ziegler the whole time. I mean, not Rachel Ziegler, the age they gave Snow White the whole time. That's the age they've been giving Snow White forever. So someone did a good job of debunking the Snow White is actually 14. Now, in the traditional storyline of Snow White, she can be literally as young as 7 or as old as 18. And I've read quite a few different versions of Snow White. So anyways, that is the first one. I actually am now, instead of keeping multiple tabs open, I am now just going to close the tabs because I can copy and paste it a lot easier. Okay, here's the next one. Oh, literally just another copy. It's pretty much the exact same thing. I will copy and paste the freaking file name anyways, so that way I have it. Alright, back we go. Back we go. Down the rabbit hole!
The rabbit hole.
Yeah. Holy smokes! Oh my goodness, this is another one! Another freaking copy. What is going on? Can I at least freaking give me so many copies? You're gonna give me so many duplicates. For anyone who is, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I'll have you know that one of the things that I heard that the government said that they did with these Epstein files is that they removed duplicates. That is an absolute lie. They have multiple duplicates. Some of them will have military time, and some of them will have just standard time. which is like, it looks like that's the only difference between two of them. It looks like one of them is lacking like the girl's response, so maybe it counts. I have no idea, but I think if the only difference is military versus standard, what's the point? That one's nothing. I'm not even gonna bring it up because he's literally it's just the subject is Snow White, and then it's blank. Like the whole thing is just blank. So there is supposed to be one where they are. I watched Snow White. That is. It doesn't even. It just says to J.E. Jail. Tuesday, June 26, 2012. Yeah, let me zoom in on this a little bit. That makes it a little easier to watch. So, that's interesting. You watch Snow White. They love the Disney princesses. I wouldn't be surprised like if there's like a weird one that's like everyone's favorite. Do you think Sleeping Beauty is like the favorite for people who like to like slip drinks? You know, slip certain drugs in the drinks.
We're gonna think about that, but I wouldn't be surprised at this point. There's a lot of weird stuff that people do to cover their tracks.
Yeah, there is, and it's not letting me copy. It's not letting me copy the date, so I'm just gonna put it down. 26, 2012. Here we go. All right, and back we go down the rabbit hole. And that is also Epstein. Yeah. It's another copy. Like these are all pretty much the same freaking email. He's telling them he watched Snow White, and when I copy and paste from that, it doesn't say I watched Snow White. It says one Snow White. I'm trying to figure out like how it works with a copy and paste with these guys because it makes no sense. So like there's a few things that do line up. Like you can actually copy and paste the file in the corner. It actually is accurate when you put it back. So I don't know. Maybe it's like some sort of function that I'm not a tech person at all. I don't understand how it works. Yep, here's the one. Found the email where they said Snow White was screwed twice as soon as she put on her costume. That is from July 10th, 2010. Found that. That is the one that's been going across the internet right now, and it is a real file. So for anyone who's just watching, I have looked up multiple claims about what's in the Epstein files. A good chunk of them are fake. And one of the ones that I found that are fake is I could not find anything about Leonardo DiCaprio eating 70 pounds of human flesh. Like, I even put in 70 pounds, could not find anything about human flesh being consumed in terms of 70 pounds. Even Moloch. So Moloch is actually, I tried both versions. I tried both spellings of Moloch, and that is nowhere in the files. I could not find Moloch to save my life in these files. Now, is it possible that they removed them? It is totally possible that they removed them. I have noticed that, like, I think with Whoopi Goldberg and a handful of others, they did remove some files because there was an update back on February 20th. I'm going to double check and see. Yeah, it didn't change. It hasn't changed since February 20th. But they did add, I know for certain they added more files to just about everyone else. Although, whoever his assistant Nadia was, they did remove like the first file I saw of her. I couldn't find that one again. I'm trying to figure it out because I thought maybe if I put in her other alias, but I don't think I could find one for other alias, but I don't want to go back right now to look at her alias because I'm going through Snow White. There's actually only 71 mentions of whoever Snow White is, so we could possibly, with as fast as we're going through them, we could probably get it done in like less than 30 minutes. So, do you think we can do it, Aiden?
Yeah, we can definitely do it.
Let's see if we can get through 71 files in 30 minutes and discover what's in here. Okay.
Alright, let's rock.
It's just another, holy smokes, it's another freaking copy of the same first file about seeing somebody in the costume. What if she's the one that got screwed twice? I don't know, like, and it's still not giving us, it's redacted. So I'm wondering, like, is this a victim? And if so, is she one of the people talking about it? Same one. This is literally just like the... Why does it have so many? Here's the one where she gets screwed twice. It's another copy. No, nothing new. Literally nothing new on that one. Other than I think it's the last one was regular time, whereas this is regular time. I think the last one was military time. Next one, wait, yeah. Did I Saturday 07/10/2010? Let me go back. I think I put down. I think somehow either it got copied wrong. I gotta double check this now because either I got it copied wrong, or this is a different email sent on a different day just with the exact same wording. I gotta go back really quick, just because they make it so difficult to copy and paste sometimes, and then they like to mess it up. Okay. No, it's still the same date. Alright, I just put it in wrong. Alright, back to... Oh my goodness, you stinking search engine, you suck. This Jeffrey Epstein search engine just sucks horribly. Now, where is... Okay, that was the first one that popped up. Confidential treatment. What is this? Maybe they're tracking you. That was fun. Say hi to Snow White. Same day. That is literally the same day that he said Snow White was effed twice as soon as she put the costume on. Same day. So, well, now it's time to go back and see which one was emailed first. Yeah, I'm going to do split screen from now on, because in terms of copying and pasting, as long as it actually copies and pastes correctly, like, it's a lot better. Say hi to Snow White. Oh, we actually know who. So, it was at just a little bit after midnight with the first one. I remember. It was a little bit after midnight with the first one. This one is, like, almost at 2 in the morning. So that's crazy. They're literally talking about banging somebody at like midnight, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Just half past midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. So the first one, he's like, first one at 12:36 a.m. He says Snow White was screwed twice as soon as she put on her costume. Second one is like, maybe they're tracking you. That was fun. Say hi to Snow White. That one is at 1:45 a.m. on the same day. So that's... No one talked about the follow-up email, to my knowledge. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone talk about the follow-up email. I have new hair again. I watched Snow White, and this is what happened. How are you doing? It says, hi, Kay. I'm not in New York City. Not sure when I'll be back. I have new hair again. I watched Snow White, and this is what happened. ... Smiley face. How are you doing? Okay. Alright, next. Let's get this party started. So... But yeah, now in the descriptions, I'm going to be able to, like, put way more... I don't have to worry about going back and actually, like, double-checking everything. Now that I have the now that I got split screen and copy and paste. Alright. And that, we don't know who or from it... We don't know who it is. We don't know who it's being sent to or who it's from. Can you just redact some names, my friends? Oh my goodness, dear government. We want to know who is what. Like, even if they just said victim, like, what if they could just tell us, like, because it's not all victims. It's not all victims, because when someone claims someone was trafficked by somebody else, it was redacted. That was one of the Oprah videos I did, is like, that name was redacted. And this looks like it's the exact same file again, I'm going to just simply skim through them and see if I can find a single one that is simply not a copy and paste. Alright, this is an Epstein one. This is to Jeffrey Epstein. It's got Snow White in the subject tag. Ah, okay, so let me know when you have time. Sent from my BlackBerry wireless handheld. There's nothing here. Like, I can't... nothing that I can possibly use. Like, it's just...
Very mundane.
It's a nothing burger. Like, you cannot bring this to court. It's not like the one where they're like, yeah, we took Sarah from JFK we took the live one we did, the live recording we did recently.
Yeah.
It's not like the one where they're like, we took Sarah from JFK and took her to the Burj Khalifa. There's nothing here that could prove that. Now, Snow White getting screwed, that's a bit of a different story. Here we go. Oh, that's a picture. Okay, of a shower. Right, with a window and a little seat in the back, or it's like where you put your necessities when you're taking a shower. So this looks like it's just a bathroom modification because there's a bunch of colors at the bottom, but that's... I'm always interested when I find pictures because most of the pictures are redacted, and this one for some weird reason is not redacted. In terms of like everything else though, it's... I don't have a to, I don't have a from, it's just bathroom pictures.
Oh. Strange.
Yeah. So it's that one. Huh. Snow White actually is a color pick. So you can, that's one of the colors that you can pick from. Is called number 381. So here we go.
Okay.
Say hi to Snow White, that's another one. Sad news, CNN reported today that Walt Disney... Okay, it's, this looks like a joke. I'm gonna open it and see if there's anything in here. Yeah, this is a... that's one of those off-color racist jokes that I am not going to repeat. If anyone wants to read it, it is in file EFTA 019111631. Like, it's definitely not the most racist joke I've read, but that is something interesting that I do find in the files, that the racism is casual. So I'm not going to... Like, if anyone really wants to know, because I believe in, like, having transparency, but it doesn't look like that is code for anything. That is just a really off-color joke. Snow White Now What? That is back in November 4th, 2009, but it doesn't say anything else about Snow White. Let's see what else we can get. Yeah, the essay hidden, the racism casual, some sexism here and there, but it's mostly racism. And it's interesting because they do work with other people of different races, and they do make fun of people of those races. Same one, same... Stepping stones, description. This is more about the bath. Now, they're just remodeling the bathroom, it looks like, in this one. Like it's an actual file. But what could be interesting is these guys might it's called Stepping Stones M and G LLC. I wonder if they might potentially have information on this particular project. Like these are people that might be called into court, so I'm just gonna keep them in the group in the notes. But it's not like I think they're guilty or anything. I just think that they can actually track this, and maybe they could figure out something. Like who knows? The date is June 28th, 2013, and then the estimate number. Like I don't think that's like the actual estimate number because it says like the total that's expected is over 3,000. So for whatever reason they put an estimate number. 2847 is the estimate number. Let's see how much time I got, because I think I can. No, we're 20 minutes in. I think though, I think we can go ahead. I think if we do 2 videos on this, I think we can do. I think we can get through all of them. I think I can actually go. I think I can go fast enough to go through all 71 on Snow White, and then we can go ahead and see if there's anything else. Here's another one that's okay. Yeah, it's the same one. It's another duplicate. Have you thought of any ideas why they keep so many duplicates despite saying that there were no duplicates beyond like they're trying to confuse us? Do you think it could be a reason?
There'd be a reason. It could be that it's the emails from the sender and to the sent. So maybe that's why it's doubled up.
Yeah, but then I find like 3 or 4 of them like that.
Well, yeah, but you can send multiple emails across multiple people, right? All the same email.
True, but I'm not seeing it like going to anyone else. Like I don't even see like the senders change. Like I mean, not the senders, like the receivers change.
Yeah, I guess that is. Even though, of course, it could just be something that they do to cover their tracks.
Yeah, maybe. I have had doubts because I haven't. There's been a lot where I'm like, this looks like exactly the same unless they. Yeah. So here's the movie log. There's 2 ones that are movie logs from 2013, and it looks like the exact same one. Yeah, I'm seeing the exact same. I'm seeing the exact same movies in the exact same orders. This is another duplicate by the looks of it. And there is no sender. There is no receiver listed. So it looks like a perfect duplicate other than the fact that the file allotment is different. And so, like, it's nothing interesting. I'm going to let you guys know. The movie log is nothing interesting. I just opened it up to see what was in here. And it's just a bunch of random movies that a lot of us have seen, like A Late Quartet, Arbridge, Argo, American and Lewis Hine, Armor, Brave, Celeste and Jesse Forever, Cloud, Atlas, End of Watch, Eye of the Storm, Fitzgerald Family Christmas, 2 copies, and then that's the furthest column, the column furthest to the left, and then it says in terms of studio, it tells you the studio that the movie was made by, and then it says lent out information, which is completely blank. That is all the way to the right, and I kid you not, Aiden, I cannot see any difference between the first one and the second one. Like they all look the same. Say hi to Snow White. Say hi to Snow White. Are these different? Are these different at all? Because none of them look different. Let me go back and take a look and see if any of them, like, where is Say Hi to Snow White again? Maybe they're tracking you. Say hi to Snow White. What character would you like to meet next? Okay, that's a little different, but it's also on June 10th. July 10th, not June. July 10th. Maybe they're tracking you. That was fun. Say hi to Snow White. What character would you like next? That is the only thing that's different. From Jeffrey Epstein to Jess Staley. Okay, that is a little bit different. that one I actually am just gonna, instead of just copying and pasting, I'm copying like the whole thing. I'm doing a print screen. Oh, and then I'm going to list the file. There we go. And that way it's right there. I can read it later, zoom in, read it later. Don't have to copy and paste the whole thing, because that one looks, I don't remember seeing anyone mention the previous one, so that's just great. Say hi to Snow White. Anything different? No. Other than it's still, what character would you like next? Alright. Let me try one more, because they have 3 of these in order. What character would you like next? Walt Disney drew cartoons in his garage. Walt Disney made Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. This might just be about the original Snow White movie. It's taken a minute to load. We got. For anyone also just watching, I can, with the platform I'm using to record these, I only have a few minutes apiece for the recording session right now. I don't have like good tech right now. It would make more sense if I just turned this into Spotify, which I probably could. I probably could just have the audio just uploaded into Spotify. Oh! This is 100 pictures of a bunch of random files. Which, make of that what you will. This was probably going to be where we end, because this is the State of Florida Department of Health and Rehabilitation Services. Alright, race, white, sex, female. This could be something where it's like, zoom in, my friend, zoom, I need to see. Zoom. Well, there's screening for hearing, height, weight, graphing, nutrition, dental health, mental health, communicative disease, records of use, blah blah blah, more stuff, vision, hearing. Okay. So far, nothing too interesting, other than the fact that it is. Florida Comprehensive Assessment Test, FCAT, Sunshine State Standards, grade 9. So it's like the WASL for us. Remember the WASL?
No.
I think that's what this is. It was this is like the state testing for the 9th grade.
Right, right. That was the big, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I ever got, I didn't do it myself. I was homeschooled probably during that time, but.
Very nice. She was doing good. Like, she did not have low grades. New and returning student registration. That is school information. They have all her school information. 7th grade. 2, hope during the week of April 1621, something will be staying with my neighbor because I will be out of town. My neighbor is blank. We can also be reached on my husband's cell phone, blank, thank you, blank. I think I could probably, we got like literally 1 minute left. We're going to cover this in the next one, because I think we can get this sucker done. Yeah, so I'm going to stop the recording. Yeah, I think I could speed read through this, because it's mostly just like, it looks like it's mostly results from like tests and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead, end the recording. See you guys in like the next video whenever I'm ready to upload that.